This might be the only time I go to Yosemite this year. It's taken me almost an hour to go a little more than a mile. South entrance on 41. This kind of sucks. This just sucks the joy out of backpacking. An hour and a half ago, the nice Google lady told me this would take about an hour. Of course, it is 11:30 on a Tuesday. You can see the entrance station, finally, after an hour and 2 minutes. 5.5 hours after leaving the house at a reasonable hour of 8:30, I finally have arrived and I'm ready to take off at Yosemite Creek. I am never leaving the house at a reasonable hour again. It's got to be something unreasonable. Finally, more than almost 6 hours after I left the house at 8:30, finally on my first backcountry trip to Yosemite. Got the truck all situated, managed to successfully strap my, or latch my sternum strap without attaching my beard to it. Got slathered up with sunscreen and bug spray, or bug lotion, and now I walk up to 5 hours and camp. I think I gotta walk at least 3 miles before I can camp. But I'm off. Here goes. I slipped and fell in. Well, not fell. I stayed upright. My feet got wet. My shoes are soaked. My socks are wet. That means probably blisters later today. That's exciting, but it was refreshing. They're mosquitoes. There's a creek I fell in again. I think it's Yosemite Creek. This is really nice hiking. Really nice. Nice and cool. Well, it's warm, but there's a nice breeze. The mosquitoes aren't too bad. Didn't quite run into a bear, but there was a bear over that way, scared it off, which means I need to be making more noise. Little blue flowers. Well, it's 3:45. Taking a quick break. Yes, a break already. Yosemite Creek campground, the road tier is closed, and it says so on the permit. I wish I'd known that before, long before, but it's a nice little campground. It looks totally abandoned. Laying on a table and letting my socks and shoes dry. Falling in the creek wasn't bad. I wanted to get those shoes wet to see if they blister and things like the other ones did. But they're over there drying somewhere. I can't look at this. I can't see the screen. I'm just laying on a table. But they're over there somewhere in the sun. So far, so good. Altitude's okay. It's fine. I started at 7,500 feet and I'm going downhill. And I don't remember when I stopped. I got about another 2 miles before I can camp. About another hour of walking or so if I decide to stop there, and then I'll just camp wherever I feel like it, because it's nice out here. Just the one bear, mosquitoes, and a hummingbird. I'm just laying on the table, relaxing, bugging it on my head because of mosquitoes. Break time over. There's a payphone. I gotta go find the trail. Don't know where it is. Oh, there's a map. Does the map help? Map. Kinda helps. Map helps. Okay. I'm going to go right. Found the trail! Yay! Yosemite Falls, 6.2 miles, which means about 5 miles to where I might want to camp, where I would like to, but don't know if I'm going to make it. Off we go. This was supposed to be a nice, easy hike, I suppose in the long run it is, but right now climbing up this rocky hillside, I'm exhausted. It's not fun. The gentle downhill is nice. It's gentle uphill on the way back, but I know I'm almost at the top of this, and it's almost over for this part. God, up over there. I hope so. I'm exhausted, my legs are fatigued, and I'm having trouble moving them. Thank goodness I can camp anywhere I feel like. But I think the next water source is where I'm going to, set up. Bugger. On the plus side, they do have all these nice, lovely rocks to sit on. Yep, that was the top. This is the view from the top. Downhill from here. Somewhere down there is where I'm camping. Probably not there, but over that way, down that valley somewhere. Go downhill from here. I think I might have found camp. And I need to. I'm getting weary, dizzy, sort of lightheaded and shit like that. But somewhere around here is camp. I don't know where. I'll find it. Maybe a durable surface. There'll be something like that around here somewhere. Cool. Because I want to get this pack off my back. This is the lucky spot. Trail's right over there, goes that way. But it's the best. Got to clear off the pine cones and the sticks and probably restore them when I'm done. But I'm currently sitting because I'm tired and I have a chair. So this is a lot harder than I think it should have been. I think it's because of the 32-pound pack on my back. Glad it's over. I need to do something about my left arm, right arms. It's getting an impingement of the nerve and tingling and numbness down to my ring and pinky fingers. It's a common hiker thing. You've got to adjust the pack the right way. I thought it was the water bottle, but I don't think it's that because it's nearly empty, so it's got to be something with the pack. Maybe it's the way I'm loading it. Maybe it's the water bottle there. That's the shoulder strap that's hurting my shoulder. I guess it's hurting my shoulder. But gotta figure something out with that. But I'm done walking for the day. Dinner with tuna, lemon pepper tuna. It's actually not bad. It's a little dry. It probably benefits from the olive oil or butter they have for the recipe. But it's pretty good. Don't know if I want to live on it, but it's good for now. There, I'm fed, I'm brushed. I do not want to live on couscous alone. It's fine, but it's dry and I gotta swallow a little water. It's alright. Hey, that's kind of interesting with the beard and the bug net. Anyway, got water filtering right there. Got stuff in my tent. My bear can is all the way over there somewhere. I can see it at night, I think. The flashlight. And it's in trees, so hopefully if a bear comes and bothers it, I can hear the trees. Mosquitoes are not too bad, but they're not good. It's a lot better now than it was about 2 hours ago when I was struggling to, walk and get here. But I'm here. It's almost bedtime. It's almost 8 o'clock. Hiker midnight. So we're good. Yay! It's a nice morning. It's a lot better than the last 3/4 of a mile last night. I gotta figure out why that sucks so bad. It's happened more than once. I don't know if I'm dehydrated, need electrolytes, need salts, just need to rest, I need some food. I don't know quite what that is, but I gotta figure that out. Trying something new with the pack and where they put the water to see if my shoulder will, not hurt. Actually, it's not my shoulder, it's there's a nerve thing, and the side of my arm goes numb. It's common. It's annoying. Don't like it. But it's a nice morning sitting here at Yosemite Creek. Just looking at things, and my pack's pretty much packed. There's the tent. It's got to get packed up and put away. But good morning. Good morning. I'm obviously hiking now. Got about, I think, 3 miles to go. A whopping 3 miles of mostly gently downhill. Sounds nice. Then a little mile after, about a mile after that is Yosemite Falls. It's about 8:30 now in the morning, Wednesday. And looking forward to seeing Yosemite Falls finally, or from the top. I'm not sure I'll ever get to it from the bottom, so got to do it this way. Going well. And I'm hiking slightly differently with my pack. Hopefully it'll solve the shoulder problem. Move the sternum strap to the lowest point it possibly can. And it feels better. Strapped everything pretty close to me. It's nice and snug. I think the problem is that the pack is pulling back and impinging that nerve in my shoulder, which causes my hand to go, half of my hand to go numb. So we'll see how this goes. Half a mile in and I'm already exhausted and my legs are fatigued. I think I'm just out of shape. I think that's what this is. I don't know. I'm pretty sure. Could be dehydrated a little bit already. Didn't drink a lot of water this morning, so I'm drinking some now. But up to Yosemite Creek is pretty. I'm not on a schedule, so even if I'm exhausted, I can go as slow as I'd like, which is good. But I'm going up and down this stuff behind me there, and it's making my legs tired. Already tired from yesterday. This is a lovely spot for a break. Nice and shady, nice swimming hole if that's your thing. It's really nice. I don't know how I ever did the PCT as much as I did. Regardless of how I did that, I do not have my hiker legs anymore. That's for sure. This is probably why I avoid making trips that require a schedule, where you have to be at a specific site on a specific day at a specific time and all that shit. I much prefer to just take my time. I'm not rushed and I feel better at the end of it. This is exhausting and it shouldn't be. But it's pretty and I'm in the shade. And I'm here. Better than sitting at home, playing video games, I guess. 39:20 something. And it's 2 miles to my campsite. I've walked 1 mile so far. Let's see if I can make it in 2.5 hours. I'm not sure it's a sure thing, but this is much better than rushing to get there. Or later, and I've gone a mile. I think I got some things figured out. I think the shoulder and numbness is from this pack and this weight of 32 pounds or so. It's just too heavy for me. I think I need a framed pack. It's a frameless pack, so everything just sort of dangles off the back of it, which is normally fine, I think. But with this, the bear can and all that I have in here, I think it's just too much for that shoulder. As far as the delirium, I think I am just dehydrated when that happens. I've downed my electrolyte stuff, and I feel a lot better. I was able to do this mile in half an hour, which is my usual pace. So I'm doing pretty good. Mile to my campsite, and it's only 10 o'clock. And I think I can do a mile in 2 hours. It's 10:30. I made it. An hour and a half to spare. Already unpacked the tent site right there. That's exciting. It's shaded right now, which means it might be time to set up and take a quick nap. Shoulder started to hurt again. Yeah, I'll deal with that. But this is it. This is where I planned on camping. And there's water over that way a little bit. And it's nice. Now that I got the dehydration delirium problem sort of solved, I think, this has become enjoyable again. Aside from the shoulder problem down my arm, it's kind of nice. It's warm, but it's cooler up here than it is down in the valley, where it's going to be like 100 and something today. Almost feeling the energy to set up the tent and get the pack ready to bring only the food I'm bringing. to head off to the falls. Almost. I found the energy to put on my shoes and socks, sort of, and go get water. And it's filtering. It got hot out there. Jeez. Oh no, I've abandoned my tent. Actually, there's a note on it that says I'm just on a day hike. Thanks for checking on my tent. Should be back in about 2 miles to the falls and back. And should all still be here when I get back. Backpackers are trustworthy, usually. Can you find my tent in this video? It's pretty well disguised. It's right there. Nobody's gonna look at it. Second time. Cool. One of my plans for this trip, if I had made it here to where I camped or set up just now last night, was to, if I felt energetic, to hike to Eagle Peak, 2.3 miles from here. I hear the view is spectacular up there. I am not feeling that energetic. I am not going. But to the falls, which are over this way. I'm not quite going to Yosemite Valley, but I'll see it from there. There, the top of Yosemite Falls. Goes down there, behind some rocks I'm not climbing down to, because I just don't feel like it. This is close enough for me. Yay, I made it. Top, trying to do what I do best. Sitting. Squirrelies are aggressive up here. Well, I'm concerned. Did I sniff my shoes? Nope, not. Okay. The guy in the red shirt's coming up the sketchy trail I turned around on. Top of Yosemite Falls of Yosemite Valley. That's nice. Good windy. Makes it nice and cool. I've begun my long 7.5 or 8 mile climb back to the truck. It's going to take me 2 days. One night back there where I sit in the tent, another night somewhere up the way, then back to the tent. That's why I say this should be easy. 7 miles gently uphill should be nothing, but here it is. Good example of why I'm not having a campfire up here. You can in existing fire rings, but there's so much fuel here on the ground that I don't want to be responsible for all of this. It needs a fire to clean it up, but I'm not going to be the one to start it. Look at all this. This could burn up and go everywhere. Yikes. Back. It took like 20 minutes to walk this mile or so, 0.7. And everything's still here. Looks like the bear cane has been unmolested. It's in the sun. Shit. Yay, we're good. Giant Sierra ants crawling all over me and my stuff. There's one there. I don't think they're doing much. They're just sort of tickling. That's it. I love my stuff. I love my socks. Hey, it's time for more whining. The sun came out and it got warmer. Wah! And the breeze stopped. Wah! Good morning again. It's the second morning, and last night was a lesson in tent site selection. It was not comfortable. There was a hump in the middle of my body the entire night long. Didn't sleep well. Still want to be in bed. It's almost 8 o'clock. I got no more than 3.5 miles to hike today that I can hike, because if I hike more than 3.5 miles I have to hike 7, because the 3.5 miles or so from the truck to that spot there, 3.5 miles north of here, is no camping, which means I can't camp there. So I can only walk 4.5 miles, 3.5 to 4-ish miles. I'm not sure exactly how far, but it's 7 miles back to the truck. And I could do it all today if I felt like it. But it's going to be hot, and I don't know if I want to feel like it. Anyway, it's good morning. Time for food. And I feel like all I do while I'm out here is filter water. A lot easier with this gravity setup than squeezing it. I think I figured out what I'm doing today. It's almost 9 o'clock. I gotta get moving soon before it gets too hot, so I can sit around and look at rocks and trees again. What I'm doing today. Walking 3 miles or so, maybe a little more. Get some water, like 3.5 liters, which is way too much, but I don't want to get dehydrated. And set up camp at a spot I passed obviously on the way in, and then get out tomorrow. I kind of want to be done with this today. This morning's not going too well. Water under the tent, pine sap on the tent. My water leaked all night long, so I got water in my seat, and I have to go filter water some more, which is why I'm filtering it now. But it's either I walk 3.5 or 4 miles or 7. There is no choice. The more I walk today, the less I walk tomorrow. But I kind of want to go home today. Kind of don't want to be. I want to be done, I think. But I don't want to. I also don't want to walk 7 miles. So I think I'll stay. Oh, that's it. Stuff is all packed. And I'm ready to walk 3 to 4 miles, 3.5 to 4 miles. And then stop for the day, maybe, probably. I'm not feeling this today, right now. Just not, which is good. I don't have that far to walk, or I have way too far to walk, one of the two. It's already hot, I don't know what the temperature it is, but it's warm, and I don't like it. Anyway, off we go, uphill. So far, I'm making good time. Wet hat, wet bandana is actually really nice, especially in cool stuff like this. This rut is interesting, but I'm hiking at a good 3 mile an hour pace-ish when I'm moving. But I know I'm not going to sustain that. It'll probably be about 2 miles an hour. But it looks like the slight incline on the treadmill at the gym has done good for me. Not for a sunburn. Hour and actually a mile and a quarter-ish into this, and I just had this time for a break. I still need my hat to get wet. I stopped on a spot a while back, but it smelled bad and looked dirty, so no wet hat right now. But the breeze is just picking up. It's light, but it's good. It's good on the shirt and good on the hat, and it's a nice place to take a break. I'm gonna take a picture. Well, I only made it another half mile from that last break. Shoulder started doing its thing, and I decided, okay, that's my time to sit down and rest it so I can feel my fingers. Made some more electrolyte stuff. It's this stuff. It's not bad. I'm drinking a lot of it. Probably need to. I heard this little lizard around behind me while I was sitting down right over there, having my break. And he's just sitting there now. Cool. Oops. Let's get my finger out of the way, doesn't it? Little lizard. This is the same break stop I took yesterday, as it turns out. Remember that jacket, or whatever it is, from yesterday. I know I'm acclimated to the altitude here, so it's good. I'm just huffing and puffing because I'm climbing uphill, and will be until I get back to the truck. Standing in the breeze at the top of this, climbing this granite thing in the middle of a 80-degree heat in the middle of the day. The breeze hits and euphoria's hit. It's great. At this moment right now, it's great. Fuck! Utter sadness. My chair broke. It did sort of feel weird when I sat down in it. I figured it was just sinking into the dirt, but it's broken. And probably can't be fixed. Fuck! Fuck. It's quarter till or something. 10 till. And the gear failure of the chair breaking, it's not vital to the trip, but it doesn't, it just doesn't, 18 hours of sitting on the ground like I'm doing now, with the bugs like a commoner, does not appeal to me. So I have 7 hours till sunset, 7.5, and 4.25 miles back to the truck according to my Garmin. In about a mile I can't camp anymore, so gotta get here, get up there before then. It should be fine. There's plenty of water. I'll be exhausted, my legs will be sore and tired. Might have blisters, but I'll be back at the truck and probably take me 3 hours to walk it, of actual moving once I start. Plenty of breaks along the way for my shoulder to feel better, and that is unless my left arm doesn't develop problems, because my thumb is now numb-ish. So this could end up being a bigger problem than I thought. But anyway, got water filtering back there. So plenty of water. Turn the filter and head out, I guess. The sooner I get started, the sooner it's over. Oh, I have managed to make the sucky parts of hiking, where my arm goes numb and I'm dizzy and delirious. What is it? Dehydrated delirium. So it's a good name for a band. And how to solve that problem? I've managed to make it so the arm problem is just sort of moderately uncomfortable, rather than debilitating. And that's not very much fun. It turns the shoulder and arm numbness into back pain. That's a magic trick. So I think it's the frameless pack that's doing that. And the dehydration delirium is just need to drink more stuff. The side of the tragedy, broken chair. Now back to the truck, I guess. I'm gonna try. And don't really want to be doing it, but every single step is a step closer to the truck and being done. And hooray! My arm's already getting numb. Fuck. Euphoria I had earlier. I want it back. My mantra coming up this thing from somewhere down there is itty bitty steps. Itty bitty steps. Bittier, smaller. Same amount of energy, but it's easier to deal with in smaller bursts. But I am almost at the top. It's over there and that way. Oh. And it's downhill for a little while, and gently uphill back to the truck. I don't know if I'm going to make it. I think I am. Earlier today, I was all the way back down there somewhere. I think that's Eagle Peak. Maybe not, I don't know. But I was all the way down there earlier today. And now I'm all the way up here. The top of the hill. Still climbing. But this breeze is making a world of difference. And the shade, and the rocks, and the sit-downs, it's making it doable. And that's the top. Now it's downhill for a little while, and it's that gentle uphill back to the truck, which I think will be finding relatively easy. Awesome. Well, that hump is over. It sucked a lot less today than it did 2 days ago. And I'm glad it's done. Can't say I'm enjoying myself. This isn't a whole lot of fun, but I am kind of enjoying the challenge of making it back to the truck today. I'm doing okay. Legs are fine. I'm going to be sore tomorrow, but we're good. Nothing to that forested area up there, I think. Oh my God. Made it to the campground, but if the road was open, I'd be done. That's not. That's exhausting. We've got less than 2 miles, I think, to go. I can wait here as long as I need to. There's water in Yosemite Creek. Got plenty of food. I can wait for the weather to get a little bit nicer. And maybe keep going before my legs give out. We really don't want to just stop and then suddenly I can't go any further. Oh my God. I'm gonna do it. It's gonna happen. Yosemite Creek. It's really nice here. And I'm getting that euphoria of, I'm gonna make it. gonna make it back to the truck on this challenging day. It's nice. What I really want to do is sit down and lean back in that chair. That would be so nice, but I can't because it's broken. Has this been a good trip? I don't know. I think it's been challenging, but I'm meeting the challenge fairly easily. My legs are great, actually. I'm more just, kind of physically exhausted. My legs are fine. Knee pain is not an issue. Treadmill has done good. It's more my shoulders and back that are the problem right now. And that's interesting. I think it's good. Backpacking is not an activity for those who don't like to be filthy or who must always be perfectly clean. It's gonna be nice to get this rubbed off or cleaned off of me though. Clock. And truck's about an hour away. And I'm feeling pretty good just sitting here. But I think, am I ready to go? I guess. Back to the truck. Okay, I'm off. I've chugged about 1 liter of water. I have 1 liter of electrolyte, or half a liter of electrolyte solution and plain water. I feel waterlogged, but should be only about a little more than an hour back to the truck. And hopefully I don't fall in the creek again. This is legit serene. Yosemite Creek campground still. Yosemite Creek, we were fishing there earlier. This is really nice. But this stagnant little pond has shades of mint green and pink and purple and a bunch of pastels. It's kind of pretty. It's disgusting, but it's kind of pretty. And I know I'm almost done. I can hear the road. There it is. I made it. Couldn't have come a second sooner. Well, maybe about 10-15 minutes would have been fine. My right shoulder has started to hurt because I have to take the weight off my left arm, or reverse that, left shoulder, right arm, because it gets numb. And it's over, almost. A few more steps. I did it. Was this a good trip? Right now I'm not so sure, but I'm pretty sure it was. It was challenging. I did 7 miles today. I was only going to go 3 or 4. Gear failure of the chair made that happen. I did something I was not really prepared to. And I'm going to be sore tomorrow. My butt's going to be sore. Oh my God. So many stairs. But I'm on my way home. It's all the way down there in that valley. All day today. And I made it back. Yay. Two days later, I'm finally at home. It's hot down here. I have fans going. But this is my bear can I had on my trip. And, forgot to unlock it. But here is the bear can I had on my trip. And this is all the food that I have left over. It's a solar panel. It's my electronics. Bunch of garbage. This is the food I have left over from a 3-day trip that I cut short. I have a feeling I can, toothbrush and toothpaste, make at least half of what I think I want. There's still more coming. There's some, that's it. All the food. I think I can load up my pack with as much food as I think I need and put half of it back. Suppose the sunblock isn't food either, but does that look like 1 day of food to you? Because that's what it should be.